Hi sis friends, welcome to this new video. This time I will show you a devastating tactical shot. The double check. The double check is when you are delivering with two pieces a check at the same time. And generally this type of check is stronger than a normal check because when you have to face into a normal check, you can move your king, or you can block the line of attack, or you can capture the piece that is delivering check. But in the double check, the king of opponent is obliged to be moved, okay? It's the only possibility to escape is move the king, so it's so strong. We can see an easy example of double check. For example, if you move the knight here, knight c5, you give a normal check, okay? But if you play knight b6, here you are delivering check with the knight and also with the rook. This is a double check. King has to come here, has to escape, and now rook a1, rook a8, this is checkmate, okay? So this is an easy pattern, but remember, easy patterns are important because if you learn well, then you will be able to apply the same patterns in the difficult position, okay? So let's go with another problem. Are you able to apply the same pattern of before here? You could play knight f4, you could play knight g3 and open attack on this file, but the strongest move here is knight g3. No, sorry, not knight g3, sorry, queen h1, king takes, and now you can do the double check like before, knight g3 and rook h1 checkmate. You play this move to give a double check, can you see? Because one at a time the king is on h1, the knight can jump on g3, and we have a double check with the knight and with the rook for the king. Look at this, and this is checkmate. Okay, now in this position, black here is really strong because it's threatening a really bad checkmate for white, queen a1, and white here has to find a brilliant move to win the position, okay? And the winning move here is queen d8 because king has to capture, and now white has a double check with the bishop and with the rook. Bishop a5, can you see? Double check, so black here can't cover the check of the rook with the knight because the bishop at the same time is delivering check, so this knight move is not possible, and queen can capture the bishop because the rook is delivering checkmate at the same time, check at the same time. This is the reason the double check is so strong, okay? So king has to move, and now it's not important if you go there or there, is checkmate in one, okay? Can you see how this bishop defends the rook and close this diagonal? Really beautiful checkmate. Okay, this is a more complicated position, but what can you do here? Are you able to find a double check in this position? You have to consider you have a rook and a queen on a e file, you have also a rook on a f file, but this rook on a f file is closed by the bishop and the pawn. And here you have to see, you have to calculate a little, and you have to see if queen e8 check, the only forcing move is the position, the only check is a good move, okay? I know queen e8 seems a bad move because black is controlling 3 times this square with the rook, with the bishop, with the king, and white also 3 times with the queen, with the rook, with the queen, with the rook, and with the pawn. So seems impossible to come here. but this is the move that you have to play, because after this check, now you have to capture with the pawn, you promote to a queen, and after this bishop capture, you have not to capture the bishop, obviously, but look at this. After this capture, you open up the line for the rook. So here, black capture, and now this bishop can be moved with double check, and this is deadly checkmate. Can you see how much is stronger? Is strong, because look at this, double check. So black here can do nothing because there is a light square bishop that prevents the escape of in g8 on g8 for the king, and also bishop can cover this check because the dark square bishop is delivering check, and this knight can't block the check of the dark square bishop because there is a rook at the same time. Okay, so beautiful. Next problem, and now you have you are down material here with black, but you have a devastating combination. Can you see? You have the diagonal, and if you move the rook, you have a check. And what can you do here? What can you play? You have to play another time a double check. You have not to capture this knight with check and then this pawn, because here white can take this bishop. Then you have a really nice checkmate in 4. You play this move, double check. White has to capture, and now what you play? You play rook h2. You want to keep your queen here, so you don't check with the queen, but with the rook is better, okay? Because you close the diagonal. Now you have to give a check with the pawn, and now look at this. What can you do? This queen is controlling this diagonal. The rook here is controlling the second rank, and now you have a checkmate with the pawn. Okay, really nice. And now this is one of my favorite in absolute example of double check, because here we have a position of a really fantastic game of the magician of Riga, Mikhail Tal. Here Tal sacrificed the queen to do a brilliant check, double check combination, and to give a lot of material. Here black is completely undefendable and is in the net of a lot of checks, and you will see. What can you do in this position? Look at this. You take this pawn before check, okay? If king come here, look at this. There is bishop h6 check, because this pawn is guarding this the g8 square, the e8 square, and is defended by the rook. So wonderful position for Tal. Okay, if you come here on the d8, just promote to a queen with check, and the rook has to capture, you recapture, and then king has to move here, and it's the same. Is devastating for black. Okay, then bishop can do a double check this in this way, or the rook can capture all the rook. Okay, so the best move for white is to play, for black is to play king d7, but now you play bishop for b5, check, double check, or if you prefer, you can play bishop f5. In this position, you can play whatever you want, because every move is winning, okay? Because you have a fantastic position, you can play this. But if, for example, you play bishop b5, you have to be careful, because Sims is winning because it's double check. But now the king can come here, and it's incredible, but now king is safe, okay? So it is a completely winning position for white, but you have to find the specific move, and the specific move is bishop f5. because you close this diagonal. This file is closed by the rooks, this controlled by the rooks, this pawn is guarding e8, so the best move is this. And you prevent, this is a double check, the only square is to come here, can you see? This is the best move, king has to move, and now you continue to give some check. This is check. Look at this. White has only, black has only one move. Has to cover with the knight. And now, bishop capture for d5. The only square is to come here, but now bishop capture for a8, another check. And we have this position where white is completely winning, can promote to a queen. You can play whatever you want in this position. For example, this with check. You can continue to give some check, okay? And then you promote to a queen. It's really, really beautiful position for white. Take, check. Now you cover with the rook. You can cover with this rook. You can do whatever you want, okay? And you have a pair of bishop and a pair of rook against the queen. What a wonderful sacrifice by Mikhail Tal that here finds this incredible net of check. And look at this devastating combination. So remember how much is strong is double check, because the king of your opponent will be obliged to be moved. And thank you really much for watching my video. I hope this video enjoy you like always, and remember to subscribe to my channel, and see you soon with another video. Thank you really much. Bye bye. Thank you.